Hey guys, welcome back to the channel once again. Today I'm going to be showing you guys what our pumpkins have been up to. So this is the smallest one that we've got, and this was in the courtyard. I've literally just left it, not paid it any attention, and I think it's safe to say it's time to harvest it because it's literally dried up on the vine. And so just going to be harvesting this little guy and then showing you the other ones which I've got further around in the garden. I've got at least another 2 decent sized pumpkins. Didn't do much with pumpkins this year because I've been busy trying to grow other things. However, I always love growing them because you can store them over the winter and taking you into the early part of the next year. And so typically I do like to grow pumpkins and squashes, but like I said, didn't have a huge go at it this year, but nevertheless we've got ourselves our first little harvest. Now, a few weeks ago I tried rejuvenating our courgette, which started to rot really, and I wasn't sure what was going on because the tip of the courgettes were decomposing before they got mature enough. And I did some research, and it turns out that this could have been caused by a lack of calcium in the soil. I've normally plant courgettes here and they've done pretty well. So since then I've blended some eggshells and actually sprinkled it into the soil, watered it in, and as you can see, they definitely have bounced back. Now I'm still battling with the slugs who absolutely love to eat the baby courgettes. As you can see, some evidence there where they've chomped one off. However, I mean, now I've got some really decent sized courgettes. I'm just letting them get as big as possible before they get too hard, because what I'm planning on doing is making some more pickle. Now, if you've never tried making pickled courgettes, guys, it's a great way to eat your courgette, so I highly recommend it. I've got a video which I'll post a link to of how you're able to actually pickle your courgettes and actually put them in jars, and they can last for months and months. So yeah, waiting for these guys to get nice and mature, and then we'll be harvesting them. So I'll just take you around into the main part of the garden and show you my other 2 pumpkins, which thankfully is much larger. Before then, just show you guys our tomatoes which are ripening. I mean, look at these beauties. I'm doing my best, guys, to let them ripen on the vine. As you can see, we've trimmed the plants right back, and this section of the garden, this walkway, I've called it tomato alley. And you can see why that is, because we focused on growing quite a few plants in this area this year. And yeah, these tomatoes are absolutely gorgeous. The girls love to just eat them. We slice them, and I mean, they don't even make it to the pot to be cooked, guys. We literally just eat them straight after we've harvested them, because we're leaving them to ripen on the vine, as you can see. But yeah, we're not here for this today. I'm going to show you guys our other pumpkins. Now, I did have one over here which sadly rotted on the vine. I'm not sure what caused it, but nevertheless we do have another huge one here which I'm really looking forward to harvesting. You can see that the leaves are starting to die back, and this is a good sign that whenever the leaves above the pumpkin start to die back, it means that it's getting matured enough. You can see the absolutely humongous stem, and you can see the color of it has changed from quite a bright green to sort of grayish green, if that makes sense, almost like an army green. So I'm not even going to touch this guy. The longer you leave it on the vine, the more mature and ripen it becomes, and in my opinion it lasts even longer. And it's always best when you're harvesting your pumpkins to cut the vine and the stem rather than cutting it close. That way it won't rot and it will preserve a lot longer. All you need to do is just leave it in a nice cool area like in a garage, elevate it off the floor, and yeah, hopefully you can enjoy your pumpkin for months to come. So I've also got another small one over here which unfortunately fell from off of the fence. However, it's still on the vine. Whether or not it will survive, as to me it seems as if it's changing color. I did self-pollinate this one myself, which is a great way of getting your pumpkins to be pollinated using the male pollinating stem, as you can see there, flower shall I say, and actually inserting it into the female, and hopefully with any luck it will then be pollinated But like I said, this one looks like it's not gonna make it, guys. I'm not liking that yellowish color, which is never a good sign. We've also got a few new ones coming up here, but again, sort of getting late into the season, so I'm not holding out for that one. Over here we've still got some tomatoes, and these ones are absolutely stunning. Can't even remember what they're called, but definitely will be growing some more of these next year. They're so tasty. And of course our runner beans, which honestly never cease to amaze us. I mean, even now they're trying to still send out runners, guys. That's how amazing they are. But yeah, I'm going to leave these ones to basically mature on the vine, which will basically end up looking like this, and they'll get nice and dry. I'll open this one just to show you. My hands are absolutely filthy because I've been digging, but they got some of the most beautiful colors, guys. I mean, look at that. These ones weren't even fully mature, but these are practically dried runner beans, purple, pinky, and they're absolutely tasty in stews, and yeah, they're just great. So I'm going to leave all of these beans to mature on the vine. You can see how huge the pods are. Get the beans inside nice and mature, let them dry out, save some for next year, and then we can put the rest in jars to have throughout the winter. And also, if you look down here, guys, believe it or not, we've still got some of those onions which I planted and literally just been left because they were so tiny. And look at this. I mean, it's a small onion, but it's still more than edible. And I haven't even harvested these ones over here, so I probably will do that in the next week or so, and get them dried out, and then we can have them in the pantry to use in our meals. Happy days. But really and truly, what I want to show you guys is our other pumpkin, our last sort of mature pumpkin, which is hidden under here, under all of this growth. And again, it's a decent sized one, and it's not fallen off, which is a good sign. It's the only one that was grown over here in this raised bed. I mean, normally I harvest between 8 to 10 pumpkins a year. This year I maybe get, well, I'll definitely get 3, but with any luck it might be 4. And yeah, we'll definitely make the most of it. You can see the leaves are dying back, which is a good sign. So in a few weeks time, maybe at the end of this month, I'll start harvesting these. And the longer you leave them, like I said, the more mature they'll be, and they'll be able to store a lot better. So I'm really happy with that, guys. The garden is starting to wind down now. I'm just cutting back certain plants, harvesting things such as our sweet corn. I've harvested some the other day and they were really good. And yeah, just letting them stay on the plants as long as possible, and we just harvest as we need them. And I mean, that's the best way to live, really. Anyway, I've waffled on enough for today. The rain's starting to come down, so I'm gonna head inside. So thank you guys so much for watching, and I hope that you guys still have stuff in your garden that you've been harvesting. And I'm sure, like me, you're already thinking about next year and how you're going to do and grow even better than the year before. But until then, this is Ken Roy signing off for another video. Just want to say take care, guys, and God bless. See you next time.